everyone. Republic Day is celebrated every year on the 26th of January. This year, India will celebrate its 73rd Republic Day. Republic Day is celebrated to remember the historic moment when our nation became an independent republic country. We all know that India got independence on 15th August 1947, but the nation didn't have any constitutions of its own. However, after many discussions and considerations, a committee headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar submitted a draft of Indian Constitution which was adopted on 26th November 1949 and officially came into effect on 26th January 1950. So, every year we celebrate January 26th as our Republic Day.
We, the people of India, gave to ourselves the document that was to be the voice of India. The symbol of its sovereignty, our very own constitution. This day, the 26th of November, we proudly commemorate as Constitution Day or Samvidhan Divas. There are two copies of Indian Constitution, one in English and one in Hindi. Both of them are handwritten, which was signed by 308 assembly members on January 24, 1950. Indian Constitution is the longest one to be written in the world. It has 444 articles divided into 22 parts and 12 schedules. Republic Day is a day when every community comes together and celebrate leaving past all their differences. India will be celebrating its 73rd Republic Day this year. The Constitution is the supreme law of the nation that lays down the political principles, the guiding terms and procedure of the government institutions and directs its citizens about their duties.
The Constitution of India is probably one of the most detailed and sophisticated in the world and was created by the hundreds of brilliant minds. However, out of everyone involved in the making of this document, only 15 were women. These 15 women, members of the Constituent Assembly, who represented the real power of feminism in India. Here we remember the woman power who helped in drafting the Constituent Assembly. Today, as we salute this women's vision for an independent India, we have to wonder where we have come and how far we have strayed from the future they thought they are giving us. Three women from Kerala who enriched the Indian Constitution were Dakshayani Velayudan, Ammu Swaminathan and Annie Maskell. Let's commemorate these legendary women this Republic Day.
Dakshayani Velayudan. She was the only Dalit woman who was part of the making of the Indian Constitution. She was born in 1912, July 4th at Mulavukad. It's a small island off the coast of Kochi. Her life and politics were influenced and defined by the rigid caste system in Kerala. She belonged to the Pulaya community. This community was considered to be the early inhabitants of Kerala and was subject to acute discrimination by the upper caste in the princely states of Travancore and Cochin in pre-independent India. Severe restrictions were imposed on them. They were prohibited from walking on public road and drawing water from public well. Pulaya women could not wear upper garment. By this time, Dakshayani was born. Protests against this virulent casteism had begun. Pulaya reformers like Ayyangali had emboldened the community. Dakshayani Velayuthan would later come to be known for being the first Dalit woman to wear an upper garment and the first Dalit woman to graduate in India from Madras University. She made tremendous improvements for the women within her community. In 1940, Dakshayani married the Dalit leader who was the uncle of K.R. Narayanan. In 1945, she was nominated to the Cochin Legislative Council and later to the Constituent Assembly. At the age of 34, she was one of the youngest and the only Dalit women members of
Annie Musgrave was born on 6th June 1902 into a Latin Catholic family belonging to Tirunelveli, Kerala. She obtained a double MA in History and Economics in 1925 from Maharaja's College, Travancore State, and degree in Law from Maharaja College of Arts and Law, and went on to become lecturer in Sri Lanka. She was the first woman to be part of the Travancore State Congress Working Committee. She was elected to the first Lok Sabha as independent candidate from the Lok Sabha constituency in the Indian General Election 1951. She was the first woman MP from Kerala and one of only 10 elected to Parliament indoor elections. In the assembly, she spoke on the issue of federalism. Annie Musgrave secured a position as one of the India's primary independent activists. Using her strong literary skills, she was not only instrumental in uplifting her community but also worked for the empowerment of women.
Ammu Swaminathan was born in Palakkad district of present Kerala in 1894. She was the youngest of the 13 children, which included 9 daughters. Ammu never went to school and received only rudimentary education at home, which consists of minimal reading and writing in Malayalam. She lost her father at very young age, and her mother struggled to receive her children and arrange marriage for many daughters. Recently, when Ammu was 30, her mother arranged an alliance for her which conformed to the Sambandham system, which was well accepted in the Kerala society at that time. Her spouse was Subrahma Swaminathan. He both included and nurtured his much younger wife and encouraged her talents. He appointed tutors to teach her English and other subjects at home. She soon became fluent in English, and the confidence with her husband's support gave her meant that she also developed a forceful and willful personality. She became a follower of Mahatma Gandhi and took part in the Indian struggle for independence. It was around 1914 that Ammu became politically active. She formed the Women's Indian Association in 1917 in Madras. Ammu joined the Indian National Congress in 1934. She was an active participant in the Quit Indian movement in 1942. She was elected to the Constituent Assembly from Madras and was one of the very few women involved in drafting of the Indian Constitution. Served as President of Bharat Scouts and Guides from November 1960 to March 1965. She became the Vice President of the Federation of Film Society with Satyajit Ray as President. She bravely stood up against the judies around her and actively worked to bring out structural change as well.
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तान हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे उजड़े नहीं अपना चमन, टूटे नहीं अपना वतन, गुमराह ना कर दे कोई, बर्बाद ना कर दे कोई। उजड़े नहीं अपना चमन, टूटे नहीं अपना वतन, मंदिर यहाँ मस्जिद यहाँ, हिंदू यहाँ मुस्लिम यहाँ, मिलते रहे हम प्यार से हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। जन्मभूमि है हमारी शान से कहेंगे हम, सभी तो भाई भाई प्यार से रहेंगे हम। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। आसाम से गुजरात तक, बंगाल से महाराष्ट्र तक, जाति कई गुण